Hey North Coast Church, my name's Shara Garcia. I'm one of the Associate Junior High Pastors here at the Vista campus, and I'm bringing you the Daily Dose. And today it is in 2 Corinthians 1, starting at verse 3. And this passage is titled, The God of All Comfort. It says, Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves have received from God. For just as the sufferings of Christ flow over into our lives, so also through Christ our comfort overflows. If we are distressed, it is for your comfort and salvation. If we are comforted, it is for your comfort, which produces in you patient endurance in the same sufferings we suffer. And our hope for you is firm, because we know that just as you share in our sufferings, you share in our comfort. So this morning, we're going to be talking about, you may have guessed it, comfort. And when I think about comfort, I think about comfort food. And for me, it's mint chip ice cream all the way. I think about a comfort hobby. For many, it's Netflix watching. Comfort reminds me of my fuzzy blanket, my warm slippers. It reminds me of how I hug my 10-month-old daughter every time she cries. She gets comforted by a big warm hug. But all those things that I just described that we typically think of when we hear the word comfort are things that just simply soothe the problem. It's a temporary thing. And the Bible describes God as the God of all comfort, but he's not the kind of Netflix and ice cream, the things that soothe. It says that the God of all comfort, this word comfort here in the Greek, it means strengthening, it means help, it means he makes us strong. And so in verse 4, it says, we have a God of all comfort, someone who makes us strong, who comforts us in all of our troubles. He doesn't just soothe the problem, he strengthens us, he helps us, he makes us strong. But here's the deal. When we're in some kind of trouble, when we're struggling with something, whether that's finances, marriage problems, or maybe it's just a bad day, we don't just miraculously or magically feel this comfort. God asks us to lean into him, to lean into this comfort. And it's really easy to lean into a bowl of ice cream, into Netflix. It's easy to do. It's basically numbing what's going on around us. But God asks us, no, I want you to lean into me. I want you to lean into me by spending time with me in the Word. We get to hear what he has to say to us in the Word, by spending time in worship. Those things are going to strengthen us and help us. That's what it says when it says he comforts us in our troubles. But it doesn't just stop there. See, when we're in trouble, when we have things that are going on around us, we seek that comfort, we seek that strength from God, but it's not just to end the problem. It takes it one step further. It says in the end of verse 4, it says, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves have received from God. So not only are we supposed to lean into God, we're supposed to lean into others as well. See, when we lean into others in times of trouble, when we're going through something difficult, we're vulnerable, we may be surprised that we receive comfort from them, comfort that comes from God, because maybe they're going through something similar. Maybe they're going through something just as difficult, or maybe they just have the right words to tell you because they've spent time with God. Or maybe when you're vulnerable and you lean into someone else, you have the comfort that they need. I just think about if we were a community that in those times of trouble, which we all have, it's no secret, everyone is going through something right now, that if we were open and vulnerable with each other and comforted each other, how different our community would look. Where we first spend time getting comfort from God, not from Netflix, not from ice cream, not from the things that numb us, but from God. And then we continue to lean into each other. We're going to experience comfort and strength way different than what the rest of the world can offer us. So I encourage you and challenge you that if you're going through something right now, I encourage you to lean into someone else, to seek that comfort from them. We have an amazing Christian community around us. We have incredible life groups that we get to lean into and receive the comfort from God, from each other. But if you're going through something difficult as well, I encourage you just lean into God. Spend time in his word. It's difficult, it's hard, especially if you're going through something that's making your life into a hurricane, into a whirlwind right now. But when we spend time, we make that effort to lean into God, I guarantee you're going to feel strength and you're going to feel help that's way different than what just a bowl of ice cream or Netflix can give you.